So the question number 1, during Mauryan society, Megasthenes divided Indian society into 7 distinct groups. In which distinct group were the king's councillor placed? Option number A is the correct answer, 7th. Megasthenes was the ambassador of Seleucus' first Nicator in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. Indica was written by Megasthenes. Original text is lost, survived through quotes by Strabo, Arrian and Pliny. Megasthenes' 7 castes or classes: first philosopher, second farmers, third herdsmen or hunters, fourth artisans or traders, fifth military or soldiers, sixth inspector or spies, seventh councillors or assessors. Patliputra city administration managed by 6 committees consisting of 5 members each, total 30 members. Kautilya's Arthashastra mentioned 18 tirthas, highest officers, and 27th adhyaksh, departmental heads. Saptanga theory of state: first Swami, Amatya, Janpad, Durga, Kosha, Danda or Bala, 7th Mitra. Question number 2. The title of Chief of the Merchants or Mallikut Tuzar was conferred on Mahmud Gawan by which of the following Bahmani kings? Option number B, Humayun Shah. Bahmani Sultanate founder Alauddin Bahman Shah, also known as Hasan Gangu, in 1347 CE during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Capitals: first capital was Gulbarg, later shifted to Bidar by Ahmad Shah Ali in 1424 CE. Muhammad Gawan served as Prime Minister under Humayun Shah and Muhammad Shah III, conferred the title Mallikut Tuzar and Khwaja Jahan. Muhammad Gawan Madrasa, built in 1472 CE at Bidar in Persian architectural style. Administrative division: divided the empire into 8 tarafs, provinces, instead of 4, each headed by a tarafdar. 5 Deccan sultanates post disintegration, which are Bijapur, Ahmadnagar, Golconda, Bidar and Berar. Question number 3. Who built an elegant 2-story ship palace between between 2 reservoirs named Jahaj Mahal? Option number B is the correct answer, Sultan Ghiyasuddin Khilji. Jahaj Mahal location: situated in Mandu, Dhar district, Madhya Pradesh, built between Kapur Talao and Munj Talao. Malwa Sultanate founder Dilwar Khan Ghori, 1401 CE, following Taimur's invasion of Delhi. Mandu, Saidabad city of joy. Capital shifted from Dhar to Mandu by Hoshang Shah. Hoshang Shah's tomb, located at Mandu, India's first marble monument, inspired the design of the Taj Mahal. Other major monuments in Mandu: Hindola Mahal, Jami Masjid, Baj Bahadur's palace, Rani Rukmati Pavilion. Mughal annexation of Malwa: Adham Khan and Pir Muhammad defeated Baz Bahadur at the Battle of Sharangpur in 1561 CE, during the Akbar's reign. As per Census 2011, which of the following states recorded negative growth in child sex ratio? Option number A, Maharashtra. Maharashtra child sex ratio 0 to 6 years, dropped from 913 to 894, recording a sharp negative growth. National child sex ratio Census 2011 declined from 927 to 919 2011, the lowest level in India since independence. Overall sex ratio 2011, India's overall sex ratio stands at 943 females per 1000 males. Highest and lowest sex ratio states: Kerala recorded the highest overall sex ratio 1084, while Haryana recorded the lowest 879. Highest and lowest child sex ratio: Mizoram recorded the highest child sex ratio 970, while Haryana recorded the lowest 834. Positive CSR trend: states like Punjab and Haryana improved their child sex ratio in 2011 compared to 2001. 5. The Agaria community of the 9th century was associated with which of the following industries? Option number A is the correct answer, iron industry. Agaria community, traditional community of specialized iron smelters residing primarily in central India, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Charanagpur Plateau. Techniques: used local clay furnaces and charcoal to extract high grade iron from iron ore deposits. Decline of Agaria smelting, import of cheap British manufactured steel and strict forest regulation laws introduced by British Forest Acts destroyed their livelihood. Geographical mapping, documented extensively by British anthropologist Warrior Elwin in his famous book The Agaria 1942. Not important. TISCO establishment. Jamshedji Tata established India's first modern iron and steel company TISCO at Jamshedpur in 1907. Production began in 1911. Question number 6. On which date did Punjab abolish the Legislative Council? Option number D. 1st January 1970. Punjab Legislative Council abolition. Formally abolished on 1st January 1970 through the Punjab Legislative Council Abolition Act 1969. Article 169 empowers Parliament to create or abolish a legislative council within Parishad in a state if the state assembly passes a resolution by a special majority. Bicameral states in India. Currently 6 states have bicameral legislature, which are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. West Bengal Council abolition. West Bengal Legislative Council was abolished on 24th August 1969. Andhra Pradesh Council abolition and revival, abolished in 1985 and later revived in 2007. Maximum and minimum strength. Strength of Legislative Council cannot exceed 1/3 of the total assembly strength and cannot be less than 40 according to Article 171. Alright, these all important details you have to remember, okay? 7. Which of the following articles mentions about the appropriation bills in the state legislature? Option number B. Article 204. Article 204 deals with appropriation bill in state legislature authorizing withdrawal of money from the consolidated fund of the state. Article 114 deals with appropriation bill at the central level in parliament. Article 202 mandates the presentation of the annual financial statements, state budget before the state legislature. Article 213 empowers the governor to promulgate ordinances during the recess of the state legislature. President's counterpart is Article 123. Article 216 mandates the constitution of high courts. Every high court shall consist of a chief justice and other judges. Article 207 deals with special provisions regarding financial bills in state legislatures. Question number 8. Which of the following are the major objectives of the governments engaged in the budgetary process in India? Only 1 and 2, A and B. Stabilizing the level of aggregate demand in the economy, redistributing incomes of peoples as per constitutional principles. 3 core functions of government budget formulated by economist Richard Musgrave: allocation functions, redistribution functions and stabilization function. Article 112 mandates the presentation of the union budget termed annual financial statement in parliament. Fiscal deficit, total expenditure minus total revenue excluding borrowings, key indicator of the government's financial health. Very important. Question number 9. What approach did Dadabhai Naoroji use to calculate the poverty line? Number A. Prisoner menu. Jail cost of living, prisoner menu, concept used by Dadabhai Naoroji to estimate the basic subsistence cost of living poverty line in pre-independent India. Poverty line value. Dadabhai Naoroji estimate the poverty line to range between 16 to 35 per capita per year in 1867 to 68 prices. Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, 1901, famous book written by Dadabhai Naoroji where he introduced the drain of wealth theory. Alright. Grand Old Man of India, the title given to Dadabhai Naoroji, first Indian elected to British House of the Commons, members of the Parliament for Finsbury Central in 1892. Post-independence poverty committees, V.M. Dandekar and N. Rath, 1971, Y.K. Alag, D.T. Lakhwara, 1993, Suresh Tendulkar, 2009, very important, C. Rangarajan, 2014, very important. Calories based norms, Alag committee, defined poverty lines as 2400 calories per day in rural areas and 2100 calories per day in urban areas. Very important. Question number 10. Wangbuikut festival is organized for dash days in Mizoram to celebrate the glory of Mizo culture and traditions. Option number A 2. Wangbuikut, a 2-day post-harvest cultural and tourism festival organized annually in Mizoram. Chapcharkut, post-popular festival of Mizoram, celebrated in March after cleaning forests for jhum, also known as slash and burn cultivation. Mimkut, Polkut, other major Mizo harvest festival. Mimkut celebrated after maize harvest, Polkut celebrated after straw harvest. Cherao dance, famous traditional Mizo dance performed using bamboo staves, popularly known as the bamboo dance. Onurag Anthurium Festival, organized at Reik Talang in Mizoram to promote flora and tourism. Kut festivals meaning, the Mizo language, the word Kut translates to festival. 11. Lokrang, a 5-day festival organized by the Madhya Pradesh Adivasi Lok Kala Academy, begins on dash every year. Option number A, 26th January. Lokrang Festival, a 5-day national folk cultural festival starting every year on 26th January, Republic Day in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Organized annually by the Madhya Pradesh Adivasi Lok Kala Academy. Khajuraho Dance Festival, premier classical dance event hosted annually in February at the Khajuraho temples built by Chandala rulers. Tansen Samaraho, prestigious classical music festival held annually in December at Gwalior, tomb of Milan Tansen. Bhagoria Festival, traditional tribal cultural fair celebrated by the Bhil and Vilala tribes of the Madhya Pradesh during Holi. Major MP Madhya Pradesh folk dances like Matki, Jawara, Mach, official states folk theatre, Gardi and Teratali. Question number 12. Which of the following instruments is played by Shriya Bhattacharya, an eminent musician from Assam? Option number B, tabla. Shriya Bhattacharya, prominent classical tabla player from Assam, recipient of prestigious Young Artist Awards in Indian classical music. It will be tabla. Alright. Eminent Indian violinists L. Subramaniam, N. Rajam, M. S. Gopalakrishnan, Lalguri Jayaram and Kala Ramnath. Bihu music instruments, Assam, Pepa, Dhol, Toka and Gogana. Satriya exponents, Satriya in Assam. Srimad Shankaradev introduced Satriya, Jatin Goswami and Ghanakanta Bora. Sitar Maestro, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Ustad Vilayat Khan, Nikhil Banerjee and Anushka Shankar. Tabla Maestro, Ustad Zakir Hossain, Pandit Anindya Chatterjee, Ustad Allah Rakha and Pandit Kishan Maharaj. Question number 13. When a sailor jumps out of a rowing boat, the boat moves backwards. This represents. Option number B, the third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion states that to every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Boat jump phenomena, sailor applies a backward force on the boat action and the boat exerts an equal forward force on the sailor reaction, causing the boat to push backward. Other examples of third law: recoil of a gun after firing, jet or rocket propulsion, swimming in water and walking on ground. Newton's first law, law of inertia: an object remains at rest or in uniform motion unless acted upon by an external and unbalanced force. Newton's second law, F is equal to ma, force is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Linear momentum conservation, derived directly from Newton's third law of motion, where is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to constant. 14. Helium gas can be converted to the liquid form by the dash. Helium gas can be converted to the liquid form by the dash. Option number B, London forces of attraction. London dispersion forces, weakest intermolecular forces operating between noble gases, helium, neon, argon and non-polar molecules. Helium liquefaction. Helium liquefies at 4.2 Kelvin under normal pressure, the lowest boiling point at any element. First liquefaction of helium Helium, achieved by Dutch physicist Hick Kamerlingh Onnes in 1908, led to the discovery of superconductivity. Van der Waals forces, broader category of weak intermolecular forces that includes London dispersion, dipole-dipole, and dipole-induced dipole forces. Dipole-dipole forces operates between permanent polar molecules, example HCl. Hydrogen bonding, strongest secondary intermolecular force occurring when hydrogen is bonded to highly electronegative elements NOF. 15. What is the percentage of S character in the carbon atom of acetylene? Option number C, 50%. Acetylene C2H2 carbon atoms undergo sp hybridization possessing 50% S character and 50% p character. Alright. Structure and geometry. Acetylene has a linear geometry with a bond angle of 180 degree and contains a carbon-carbon triple bond. Chemical bonds in acetylene consist of 3 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. sp2 hybridization, ethylene or CH chemical formula C2H4. Carbon possesses 33.33% S character and 66.67% P character. Trigonal planar 120 degree. sp3 hybridization, methane CH4 ethane. Carbon possesses 25% S character and 75% P character. Tetrahedral 109.5 degree. Acidity relation, higher S character increases electronegativity, hence alkynes Sp are more acidic than alkenes Sp2 and alkanes Sp3. 16. Which of the following is an example of anaerobic activity? Option number A, jumping. Anaerobic exercise, high intensity, short duration, physical activities performed without utilizing oxygen, example jumping, sprinting, heavy weightlifting. Energy source, relies on breakdown of glycogen stored in muscles through anaerobic glycolysis producing lactic acid. Aerobic exercise, moderate intensity, sustained activities using oxygen for energy, example walking, swimming, cycling, marathon running. Lactic acid accumulation, causes muscle fatigue and temporary soreness during high intensity anaerobic burst. NTPC system, phosphagen energy system providing immediate explosive energy for anaerobic efforts lasting 0 to 10 seconds. VO2 max, maximum rate of oxygen consumption during incremental exercise, key measures of aerobic capacity. 17. National Prophylaxis Program, which was launched in 1970 as an immediate remedial measure to address which of the following medical conditions or disease caused by nutritional deficiencies? Nutrition deficiency disease. Option number A, blindness. National Prophylaxis Program launched in 1970 specifically to prevent blindness caused by vitamin A deficiency in children aged 1 to 5 years. Vitamin A deficiency effects cause night blindness, xerophthalmia and keratomalacia. Vitamin A source and chemical name, known chemically as retinol, abundant in yellow or orange foods, carrots, green leaf vegetables and cod liver oil. National Goiter Control Program launched in 1962 to combat iodine deficiency disorders, renamed National Iodine Deficiency Disorder Control Program in 1992. Beriberi cause, caused by deficiency of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, commonly seen in populations consuming polished rice. Populations consuming polished rice. Scurvy and ricket cause. Scurvy is caused by vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid deficiency. Rickets is caused by vitamin D, calciferol, also known as calciferol deficiency, vitamin D deficiency. Alright, move on to the next question. 18. Who among the following received the Nitya Kalanidhi for the year 2022? Number D, Bragha Bessel. Bragha Bessel, eminent Bharatanatyam dancer and guru who received the prestigious Nitya Kalanidhi Award for 2022 from the Music Academy, Chennai. Nitya Kalanidhi Award, prestigious annual award conferred by the Music Academy, Madras during its annual dance festival. Geeta Chandran, renowned Bharatanatyam exponent, founder of Natya Vriksha and Padma Shri awardee. Kalyana Sundaram Pillai, veteran Bharatanatyam guru of the famous Thanjavur style, Rajrajeshwari Bharatanatyam Kala Mandir. Bharatanatyam origin, classical dance form originating in Tamil Nadu, traditionally performed by Devdasis, temple dancers. Abhinay specialization. Braga Bessel is world renowned for her expertise in Abhinaya, facial expression and emotive storytelling in Bharatanatyam. 19. Once a Dancer is the autobiography of Dash. Option number C. Allegra Kent. Allegra Kent, American prima ballerina, whose autobiography is titled Once a Dancer, published in 1997. Yamini Krishnamurthy, a celebrated Indian classical dancer, Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi, whose autobiography is titled A Passion for Dance. Sudha Chandran, Indian classical dancer and actress who lost a leg in an accident and performed with a prosthetic foot, Jaipur foot. Her life inspired by the film Nache Mayuri. Pratima Bedi, Indian Odissi exponent whose autobiography is titled Time Pass, The Memories of Pratima Bedi. Sonal Mansingh, renowned Bharatanatyam and Odissi exponents, youngest recipient of Padma Vibhushan 2003. Rukminidami Orundel, founder of Kalakshetra, Chennai, credited with reviving Bharatanatyam in modern India. Important. It is also important. And the last question. Which of the following autobiographies is written by the former Indian judge Leela Sheth? Option number B. On Balance, an autobiography. Leela Sheth, author of On Balance, an autobiography, she was the first female Chief Justice of a state High Court, Himachal Pradesh High Court, 1991. First woman judge of High Court, Leela Sheth was also the first woman judge appointed to the Delhi High Court, 1978. Justice for the Judge, autobiography written by former Chief Justice of Indian Ranjan Gogoi. Justice for the Judge, autobiography written by Ranjan Gogoi. In Pursuit of Justice, autobiography written by former Delhi High Court Chief Justice Rajinder Sachar. Courts and Their Judgments, We the People, Nani Palkhiwala, authors famous constitutional books like We the People and We the Nation. Justice Anna Chandi, first female judge in India, appointed to a district court in 1937 and Kerala High Court in 1959. So that's all for today, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this series will definitely be helpful for you. And if you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Also can get PDF from my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Alright, keep watching, keep learning. See you in the next video. Thank you.